Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, and I'm bringing you this lovely cryptocurrency video right here from Westlake Village, California. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin and whether to be bullish or bearish and what could potentially happen in the short term or in the longer term. And we have been amidst a bit of a consolidation here. Well, I think we're going on 100 and something days now. If we look at the distance here, we're going 172 days. Wow, almost a half a year, more than half a year. And in fact, that is a reason to be bullish. And why is that? Well, the longer the consolidation, the bigger the mark up. The bigger the mark up. And you can see our target to the upside is going to be currently sitting at about $89,938. Call it $90,000 bucks, $90,000. Now, there is a potential threat that we continue with this downtrend. As you can see here, we are making consistent lower highs and lower lows. And we talked about this consolidation on the, I just wanted to point out this falling wedge pattern here, or falling wedge channel, whatever you want to talk about. We're still below the midline right there, and typically pressure is going to be on to the downside as long as we are below that pivot. However, if we can confirm this as a higher low by closing the next daily candle, which would be somewhere above 61,300, that would look good for a test of the top side of the channel, which if you look at the liquidity, most of the liquidity is stacked up there. If we go to the liquidation levels on, well, that and the heat maps, which, by the way, there's a link in the description below if you want to get access to this tool. Quite useful, and I wish I had made a video yesterday, because in fact this is exactly what I said to a friend of mine. I said, look, most of the liquidity is hanging out right here at about $61,000. I actually thought we were going to get a push a little bit higher. Most of that liquidity is hanging out right there, and you can see those 100x longs are going to get liquidated right there at about 59.7. So what I am particularly looking for to judge, well, let's just keep it slow and steady here. Slow and steady. Let's look at the heat map, which some people like, some people do not like. But I just, these are underlying market dynamics that give us a bias on potentially where market makers are going to push the price in the short term. In the shorter term time frame. So you can see liquidity is stacked up there at 65,255 all the way up to 66,000. And the short term light green right here at 61,333. So not much up there on the 1 month time frame, but a bit more liquidity to the downside. So maybe one more swipe lower. One more potential swipe lower into this zone. Maybe all the way down to 55,000 if they really want to get us 53,000 bucks. Apparently, Nvidia beating earnings yesterday did not result in what most people were suspecting, is that number go up. Nvidia beats earnings. All the gaming coins, all the AI coins should go up according to that. Well, apparently not so, because as earnings were called yesterday, Bitcoin dumped a little bit. And then we did get the pump into that liquidity zone. And, I think I should be sticking by my my bias here that, we're probably going to push it to the upside. But, no breakout of the channel, and nothing happened, on the extremes yet here on the weekly time frame. And we do have a monthly closure. And you can see weekly volatility is beginning to decline. So telling us, hey, look, we could get some more sideways chop here. We're right in the middle of the zone. So this is not really a signal here. And we are just dancing around the bullish control zone. And so we could confirm some hidden bullish divergence. Technically we did, and potentially we're just getting a backfill. Monthly time frame, depends on where this one closes in the next 2 days and 1 hour. We don't want to see it close below 60,000 bucks, in my opinion. preferably back above 71,000 would be nice. We got 2 days left, so only God knows what can happen in 2 days. 2 days. By the way, if you do want to sign up and get access to our VIP Discord live streams, where we do some coaching once a week on Fridays, Friday afternoons, all you need to do is sign up to the link, deposit $100, and give us your UID. Again, this is a non-KYC exchange. Found them very, very useful. There is going to be a link in the description below if you want to get access to those right now. That's all you got to do. Excellent way to get started. Anyways, back to the charts. Checking out NASDAQ for the month. I mean, a lot of people calling that a top. I mean, to me, depends on how the month closes. This is bullish demand, sucking the price back up. Generally, my bias is still bullish on stocks. You know, we got a rate cut coming up on the 18th. So lots going to happen over the next 30 days. I would say 30 days, the next 30 days are very, very important. But that looks bullish to me. I mean, that fairly bullish. I don't know if that's going to be a gravestone, which would be bullish, or a shooting star, which would be bearish. But to me, it looks a little bit more on the bullish side, and the hourly time frame, well, bit of a falling wedge and a fake out to both sides. And that's exactly what it looks like Bitcoin's been doing, just throwing the market up and down, boring people to death. They're calling it a time capitulation, right? You know, we've been sitting sideways for about 6 months and everybody's getting bored. YouTube videos are going, views are going down. So this is the time I do believe it is important to, stay aware of what's going on. Very, very important time. Yeah, so back on to, what we had said is, look, if we could break the box of peace and prosperity and death and despair on the 12-hour time frame and form a higher low, that we would assume that price action is going to come up and test the top side of the range in this zone, coming in at about 67,000. So back on to what I was talking about before we broke out here. We did say likely to break out to the upside, but we didn't get the higher low at this level that we were looking for. And some may call this a lower low. And, again, this pivot right here at 60,100, call it 60,300, warning signs that we are, if we can get a 4-hour back above 62.4, that's going to be bullish. And the first warning sign is back above here, 4-hour back above there, trend reversal. We got the higher low, we'd have the higher high and the higher low on the 4-hour. That would be a good 4-hour reversal. Currently, momentum is to the upside and volatility is declining. So maybe we dance around here a little bit more. Any kind of a bias for a downside move on the hourly, the hourly still says momentum is to the downside as long as we're below 59,416, 59,416. So I don't have a very interesting update other than now's the time to pay attention. Now's the time to like and subscribe. Now's the time to set up your exchange account and get access to the VIP live streams. All right. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Have yourself a blessed and highly favored day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.